So here with Benavidez, Pacheco's trainer. First of all, tell me how you feel about Pacheco getting the opportunity to main event.
I feel really good. I'm super confident about the work that he put in the gym. I think he matured a lot now with the new baby. I think he's a different person, and we got here like about a week. We got here on Saturday, and he was already on weight, so that's a big change right there. And we have a tough opponent this Saturday, an opponent that fought Boo Boo, fought Daniel Jacobs. He's never been stopped. It's a real fight. He only has 2 losses, but I think that Diego Pacheco has to look impressive, in order to get those big fights and maybe fight for an interim belt or maybe a world title, pretty soon. And but we got to show up and look impressive on Saturday.
So it kind of seems like this might be either a deal breaker or kind of make it good for Pacheco's opponent to kind of win a world title.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, yeah, it's a tough fight, and it's time to shine. It's time to show the world that he's ready for this big fight. So, like I said, he's been progressing and looking better and better. He's better than ever. Like I said, I seen him now more mature, stronger, and the reflexes and the punches. He's hitting super hard. So I believe a lot that he's very close to being a world champion, and I believe that this is the next big thing at 168.
Sulecki has fought Andrade, Jacobs, very good opponents in the division. What do you think a victory over him will kind of give Pacheco credit in the division or make him stand out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a tough fight. A fighter everybody knows, and we have to look impressive. There's no other way. We have to look impressive in order to get to the bigger fights. It's a tough fight, but we're going to take care of business on Saturday.
Do you have to be impressive? Do you have to look dominant in order?
Dominant, impressive, and spectacular. Knock him out. Maybe like in the 8th round.
I know right now his focus is on this Saturday, but we do have Canelo Berlanga coming up. He's mentioned he would like to face Berlanga. I know you guys kind of have your back and forth. There's also some other great fights in that undercard. There's Caleb Plant. How would him facing, let's say he can't get Canelo on his next fight, how would you like to face Caleb Plant?
Yeah, no, for sure. Those are the fighters, that he's supposed to be fighting, the Caleb Plants, the Munguias, Berlangas, and those guys that are already making noise and already fighting each other. Even a Boo Boo, those are the guys that we're looking for. So, like I said, this Saturday is a big test, and that would define and see where we at. If I think he's ready. We're going to show it on Saturday, but this fighter is the one that's going to kind of see where he's at, And like I said, there's no doubt in my mind he's going to look impressive. He's going to knock him out, and that's what we need in order to fight the ones that I just mentioned.
I know your main focus is this Saturday, but let's talk a little bit about Canelo Berlanga. What's been the back and forth between you and Berlanga about?
Yeah, like I said, Berlanga's talking a lot of shit that I don't like him, that I hate him, that I like the guy. I saw him when Canelo fought, what did he fight last time? He fought Munguia. I was there, and I took a picture with him. I gave him a hug, and I congratulate him, because he's a good fighter and strong, young, and I think it's a big possibility that he can beat Canelo. Hopefully there's a big upset. I'm rooting for him. I want him to win so he can get all those belts, and maybe other fighters could get more opportunities. Canelo right now, it's really hard for him to choose whatever he wants, and it's super hard. So hopefully Berlanga can beat him, and then maybe we can fight Berlanga.
Can you give us a little insight on the David Benavidez camp?
Yeah, everything's going well. He's in Miami right now. His scheduled fight is next December. Right now, he's just maintaining and moving around. And pretty soon, we're going to start camp, and we'll announce pretty soon the opponents that he's going to face, like in about a week or two. So everything's going well. We're super excited, and everything's going good. Hopefully, we could get that fight with Benavidez for Bivol, the winner of those two.
Are you guys moving on from Canelo? Is that something you guys like?
When you hear Canelo says that, David only brings 25 pounds a day of the fight, and then he wants $200 million, that's telling you that he doesn't want to face David. We're ready to go. We were ready after the fight to come down to 168 and fight Canelo. He chose Berlanga. So, that shadow is always going to be there for Canelo. I don't think people are going to accept him as the true champion that he is until he faces David Benavidez, because everywhere I go, they talk to me about Canelo. You know, it gets tiring after a while. That's why we went up to 175, but still the same thing. Canelo. So I think the same for him. You know, so that's the shadow that's not going to let him get to the status and make history and for the fighters to accept him as the greatest if he doesn't fight David Benavidez.
So Canelo has done it all. You still believe that Canelo needs you? Benavidez
He needs
more than
David Benavidez because, like I said, you know, it shouldn't be like that. But in the eyes of everybody, he has to fight David before they give him that credit because he's coming with a lot of excuses. He doesn't want to face David, and I think he's done enough to stay in the books there and all that. But the people are the ones that give you the credit, and he's not going to get. He'll get the credit by books and history things or whatever, but he will not get the credit of the people.
Has Pacheco had the privilege of sparring Benavidez?
Yeah, he's been his sparring partner since he was 18, I think. He's been with us for 3 years, and he's been one of his main sparring partners. Him, Daniel Blancas, Julio Porras, and those are the 3 guys that been David Benavidez sparring partners for all these camps.
Do you feel Pacheco will be a bigger threat to Benavidez than Canelo?
Oh, for sure.
Appreciate it, boss. Hey, well, good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Hopefully you guys make it all happen, and hey,